Hello, welcome. This is the almond and olive tree from Heart of the Moon. We're going to do a reading for you, and the intent is to get some insight into the Capricorn Full Moon energies. And we're going to do a Hourglass Spread. The Hourglass Spread is really good at getting the big picture of all the energies. The cards really tell a story. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hope everyone's doing well. That's for Mars. We're gonna pull two cards. One is the position of Mars, and the other position is Chiron. So this is the position of Mars, this is Chiron, and this is actually one position. Okay, thank you. We're going to get 4 cards from the Diana+Lenormand deck. First, let's get flanking cards. We need 2 cards flanking the animal spirit. Almost got a card. Okay, take those 2 cards. Thank you, Spirit. And now we're going to get 4 cards from the Diana+Lenormand deck. Okay, 1 card flipped. That card flipped. Where are you? I guess it didn't flip. It looked like it flipped. I don't know. Must be my imagination. Can we have 1 card for this position, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one, please? One card. Thank you. Okay. A card, thank you. One thing is for sure, there's initiation in the cardinal signs. There's a T-square aspect with the apex of Mars and Chiron. It's an initiation into a new beginning. The crab and the goat finalized the timekeeping on a huge cycle for Earth. Congratulations. And that's been the common thread for all the readings, is Earth was going to complete this huge cycle. Okay, now that flipped. That card flipped. All right, thank you. Okay, and to add a little bit more spice, that's what I like about the Hourglass Spread. It gives you some options on what kind of cards take. So this gives some more options. So it's kind of like a light-hearted energy to come in. I guess we're going to pull 4 leaves, tea leaves, for the 4 corners of this hourglass to make life easy for us, I guess. Okay. Here, 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 and here. See what the Hand of Fate pulls out. Okay. Here. Here. Okay. It gives some different timelines, some different, some 3-card like narratives through the reading, and then you can give an overall impression on the energies of up in the sky. That's the intent, anyway. All right, let's get into it. First card is the 3 of clubs, 3 of fire. This is working. This is working diligently on a creation. This is work energy. Okay. And fish. Okay. Bounty. Abundance. Fish energy. Beautiful. What's at this corner here? The sun. Happiness and well-being. Beautiful. This is like the sun card. Take this message if and only if it resonates. We can just pull this card and that's the energy for the entire reading. Beautiful. Okay. Garden. Beautiful. This is very nostalgic. It's another beautiful energy. Yeah. Another beautiful energy. This has some nostalgic type of energy to it. Community. All right. Let's finish a line here. Vase. Secret admirer. Oh, someone's got a secret admirer. Maybe it has to do something with creativity. Someone is admiring someone's creativity. And abundance. Someone is admiring someone's creativity, and there's abundance to it. Someone could be investing in someone's creativity with some abundance, or is looking at this creativity with abundance. I guess this secret admirer just could be a general type of message. It could be like an investor or something. Somebody's watching someone. Okay. Those are fun. Cross. This is challenges, blockages. This is a challenging energy cross. Yeah. I guess I have to see. What's in Mars? This is an oyster. This is abundance of knowledge. This is water energy. But this also has the energy of being clammed up. But, I mean, what's going to open up this oyster? And this oyster is full of abundance. Look, it's like bursting out. You know? So this forms part of a line here. This is a community. What's going to open up this knowledge right here? And abundance. This knowledge leads to abundance. And this opening up this knowledge, this oyster, has to do with a community. Network. Social. The sun. What's 4 of diamonds? It's 4 of earth. 4 of diamonds. This is foundation. This is a strong foundation on earth. It's also financial security too. Beautiful. This is beautiful. And it leads to happiness and well-being. There might be a rocky start and challenges, and things might have to get sacrificed in order to achieve this foundation. I have to leave things behind. This is a challenging type of energy, but it leads to happiness and well-being. That's nice. All right, what's see, I like these tea leaves. These are really fun. But they can sometimes it takes a little bit for a few minutes, but the message comes in. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't with this. It all depends on what cards are beside it. This is the yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Aw. Feeling tied down or frustrated. That could be an energy. I'm not surprised especially around what's going on with this health situation. Feeling tied down and frustrated. I'm not surprised that came up. But here's a nice message. And that was the message Heart of the Moon has said a few times, is during this crises or this situation, this health situation, we can use our creativity while being in this mode. We're out of sight, but not out of mind or out of favor. Get some creative projects done. Working on some creative projects right here. Beautiful. So there's this seesaw of challenges and offsets. That's nice. What's the hummingbird? This is in the position of Chiron. This is air. This is savoring each moment of our life. The hummingbird. The nectar. When this hummingbird brings in the nectar, the hummingbird savors every moment. Air. Every moment comes in fast. Every moment comes in fast. Savor it. Savor each moment. Beautiful. Okay, so the savor each moment is with here. So this is the hummingbird. Here we have a beautiful connection. We have a beautiful. This hummingbird is going to help open up this oyster with its beak. All this knowledge right here. Beautiful. All this knowledge is waiting to be opened. It's like a new beginning. It's like this full moon this full moon is initiating a new beginning, and it's stepping up into the higher realms. And this is waiting for Earth. And here's the hummingbird to extract this abundance right here from the oyster. Savor every moment. It is. It's eventually going to be fruitful. This conjunction is going to be fruitful. Abundant. But there's also going to be challenges right here. Things we have to give up. Part of that is going to be socializing and networking. To open this abundance. To realize this abundance. Okay. Fox. Beautiful. Looking good on the inside. On the outside, I should say. The fox has a beautiful fur. I said this, I repeated this a few times. I don't want to repeat it again, but the fox, I don't know where people find the fox is sly. The fox is sly in that it likes to steal food. But the fox is beautiful. It has a beautiful fur and a beautiful tail. It looks great on the outside. Looks great on the outside. Beautiful. So we have this line right here. We have some challenges we have to get through to realize this abundance. And part of this abundance is, it's going to be actually shared. It's going to be this conjunction is going to help open up this oyster of knowledge here, and it's going to be shared socially, and it's going to look good when this comes out. It's going to look good. Beautiful. What do we have here? Scales. Keep your life in balance. Scales. Keep your life in balance. is a message for someone. Balance. We have beautiful. Yeah, we have keep our life in balance by staying grounded in earth energy and formalizing some social activities, and will also help balance our life. Beautiful. Yeah, this is why I love the Hourglass Spread. All right, there's one more card from Chiron. Phoenix. Fiery Phoenix. Fiery Phoenix. The fiery phoenix consumes itself and then rises out of its own fire. Inner abundance. There it is. Inner abundance. And this is an expression outwards. See the symbolism of that? Beautiful. Okay, let's see what the Animal Spirit Guidebook says about the oyster. That's water energy. There's the crocodile, stingray. Oyster, patient, secret keeper. Yep, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. There you go. There it is. That's part of what I discussed about this spring and summer moonology is Chiron, Neptune. And Chiron is helping Neptune have an inner awakening of people. So the inside can be expressed. The outside expression is the antlers. This is all the inner. This is the inner abundance right here. And it's just waiting to burst out. There's inner treasures. But the bridge energy of Chiron, it's a full moon. And a full moon is a weaker aspect than the solar eclipse. But Chiron is with the apex with Mars. Chiron can bridge the masculine and feminine, can bridge the sun and the moon. So it can be like a solar eclipse. Chiron's energy, if it's in a square with a solar eclipse, it's different. It's more of a challenging type of energy, unless it's in maybe in a T-square. But for the most part, if Chiron is in a square with a solar eclipse, it's going to be more of a challenging energy. It's going to be almost like reversing this strength of the solar eclipse into a more of a challenging type of energy where a square wants to be expressed. But if Chiron is in a T-square with the sun and the moon, Chiron acts like a bridge. So it makes the weaker aspect of the full moon into strength. It's turning weakness into strength. And that's part of Chiron's energy. And Mars is helping. Mars is teamed up with Chiron. So there's these two things happening with the two full moons. Chiron is helping Neptune to awaken the inside. To awaken the inside. Right here. To awaken the inside. Beautiful. And there's the beautiful energy of the hummingbird where the beak can go inside and help to awaken the inside. So yeah, Chiron is helping Neptune to awaken the inside. And Mars is lending this strength so the inside can be expressed outwards. Like this. Outwards. So this is actually a type of like a paradox. Like this is actually, this is a really beautiful blend of Chiron and Mars. Right here. Chiron helps to awaken the inside and savor every moment. This is the inside right here. But the inside, that's the whole point of this full moon, to awaken the inside so the inside can be expressed outwards. And there's our spiritual antlers right there. And that's what is part of this full moon is Chiron can, because of his energy, it reverses the full moon effect, the weaker aspect, and turns it into strength. That's where Chiron can help heal this separation between the masculine and the feminine, the sun and the moon. This is where Chiron can lend its unique qualities as a bridge so it can heal the masculine and feminine. Because if Chiron is in a square with the solar eclipse, it kind of reverses that. It's more of a challenging type of energy. Whereas if Chiron is in an aspect with an opposition, square with an opposition in a T-square with the sun and the moon, Chiron bridges, actually does the opposite, pulls this opposition together and makes it into a stronger aspect. And with the help of Mars lends this fiery type of energy. Beautiful. Okay. So that was the oyster. Where's the hummingbird? There's the hummingbird. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. There you go. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet. Every moment worth savoring. There you go, yeah. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. It's going to be something new from this health thing, is to get back into class again, to get out of this energy right here, to express that express that frustration into creativity. There you go, right here. Yeah, take a class. You might make it a secret admirer. Okay, the Fiery Phoenix. Freedom from suffering and past karma reincarnation. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight falls into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves. Again, we may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign. The fire of transformation is upon your wings. Look closely. There it is. And that's the root. Starts from the root, and then it goes upwards. So there you go. So let's pull one more card. So definitely part of this full moon is to get our spiritual antlers. Part of that is to awaken the inside. And that's what Neptune and Mars in a previous full moon is doing. And Chiron is helping that process as well. Chiron is helping to awaken the inside. So the inside can be expressed outside. And there's our spiritual antlers right there. Beautiful. And that's how we can, in this full moon, that's how we can turn weakness into strength. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have one more card, please? And then we'll pull this one card, and then we'll just go over the energies again. I think we got to handle it. Okay, what's this? Okay. Thank you. 8 of Wands. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, this is a beautiful, it's a beautiful piece. The Violet Wave. Beautiful. The Violet Wave is called. Nothing ever is, but all things are becoming. All things are the offspring of flux and motion. Beautiful, yeah. Nothing ever is, but all things are becoming. All things are the offspring of flux and motion. That's the abstract and the elemental. When we work in the elemental, the abstract, there is no limitations. It's all flux. This is the type of energy definitely going into. We're crossing over. We're leaving the age of Pisces behind, and we're going into the age of Aquarius. And going from the lower realms into the higher realms. But there's a space in between the lower and higher realms. We need to transit over. And this is the space in between the lower and higher realms. This is the space where things are in flux and in motion. It's definitely a new beginning. It's a new beginning. Because we're going into from the lower realms to the higher realms. And all this knowledge is going to level up our consciousness. All this knowledge is waiting to be opened. First, we have to transit through this energy, through the flux and motion. But this is waiting for us on the other side. Savor every moment. Because this is waiting for us. Close the chapter on cycles. Close the chapters on things and go to a higher version of ourselves. Well, this has been the Hourglass reading. The intent was to get some insight into the energies of a Capricorn full moon with the Hourglass Spread. Thanks, Spirit. Take care and God bless.